What's up, guys? Spin Firearms here with a new offering from Glock. A new offering that came out in, I believe, 1998, the Glock 28. Now, I know a lot of people automatically are going to say that is a dumb firearm to have. What is the point? What is the purpose when there's a Glock 26 chambered in 9mm, Glock 27 and 40, Glock 33 and 357 SIG, Glock 39 chambered in 45 GAP, and so on. But that's exactly why you get something like this. It's a collector's piece. It's a collector's item. Chances are, oh my gosh, they put a custom backplate on me straight from Glock. No, just kidding. We all know Glock would never do that. Anyways, my thoughts and initial reactions to the Glock 28. Well, it's funny. I made a video, 5-6 months ago, whatever it was, talking about why the Glock 28 never made it to the U.S. And that was simply because it could not pass on a scoring system to be able to be imported here. And that was the only reason why. Now that they make a lot of their firearms here in the U.S., as you can see right there, that means it was made in Georgia, they have put this out. Now, why did they put it out now? Because to be honest, if they would have put this out in the 2000s, this would have been a massive hit. You have a small firearm that shoots 380 with very little recoil, still has capacity. People with wrist problems or that have issues with recoil of 9mm and so on, they would have all jumped on this. But nowadays, you have the Ruger 380 security, right? You have the Beretta Cheetah. You have all these 380 options, a P365 and 380. You have all these options out there that sort of make the people look at the Glock 28 like, why now? What the heck? But like I said, it's more of a collector's piece than anything because I now just completed the Glock subcompact line that is this size. We're not talking about the 43, the 43X, and the 42 because those, are anywhere from single stacks all the way up to single stacks the same size as a Glock 19 when it comes to its actual footprint. But anyways, the Glock 28, I had a hard time actually justifying this. Because when it first came out, I know a lot of people were having issues, and they believed it had something to do with this guide rod and recoil system. I don't think they changed anything. So I'm praying, but chances are we may have some issues with this firearm. But nonetheless, for people who, can't handle recoil of a 9 or 40, this is an awesome way to go. It's very concealable. It beats out almost every other firearm lengthwise for capacity. It is thicker, but that heavy slide really handles recoil. If you've ever shot the P365 and 380, that has zero recoil. So just imagine this. This is going to be the flattest shooting 380 out there. On top of that, you are getting Glock reliability, but are you? That is the question. Normally I would say yes, but I know the 380s have been, so far, but you can only decide on your firearm if it's reliable by actually testing your firearm. You can't listen to him, you can't listen to him, you can't listen to him. It has to be your firearm with these actual parts in it and how they all mesh and come together. But a cool piece, an awesome piece, and I don't see myself carrying it, but do I see myself at the range shooting it? Yes. I actually like it because I like the Glock 26. I like the way they look, I like the way they handle, all that. But one thing I will say that really angered me and made me mad is if you're going to release something like this, right, to compete with all these other 380s out there, the least Glock could have done is made a 12-round mag and sent one 10-round mag with it, one 12-round mag with it. I mean, two 10-round mags, I know I don't really care about the pinky grip, and especially on a 380 because there's going to be very little recoil. It's going to be very easy to control. But at the same time, give us some variety. There's nothing special about this firearm other than it is a Glock and it is like the other subcompacts, but there's nothing really special that would make anyone jump out of their way to go get this except for me because I'm a Glock fanboy when it comes to the subcompacts. But nonetheless, a cool firearm, a cool collectible, and for some people, I could see some use with it. But for the average person right now, no one's going to go and jump and run to the store for a 380 Glock 28 that is this thick and this heavy when you could have the 9mm version that handles real well already and change up their everyday carry that they already have. It just doesn't make sense. I just don't see it. But it just would have been cool for Glock to make, like a 15-round mag and maybe a 17-round mag. At least give us a 12 and a 15, right? That would have been really cool, really nice. Because the problem with it is, if you guys notice, this is what the magazines look like. So basically, they just took a Glock 26, 27, 33, and 39 magazine, but, put the polymer in more. The metal's right here, a metal liner. And so they basically took the same exact print of magazine and just added these little shelves for support. Now, the problem with that is you can't use the 9mm base plates. right? Because that spring might get lodged up underneath it. It's just going to be a mess. And because it's going to be meant for 9mm, which is going to go all the way out here, but these are 380 rounds. So you're going to have all these issues with the spring sliding around. It's just going to be an issue all around. Now, I know some other companies might be making aftermarket magazine base plates for these, but I doubt they're going to be as plentiful as the Glock 26 and 27 base plate. But overall, pretty cool firearm. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. Thanks for watching.